Crypto is a player versus player game, and Floki Inu is the perfect example why it's so important to be as skilled as possible in crypto. We are going to look at on-chain data most people aren't considering. Because the official narrative is that Floki Inu gets accumulated by more and more holders. We see new all-time highs in the number of holders of Floki Inu on chain. But is this really what's going on? Let's have a deeper look. Right now, the price is at 0.03 cents. We are up 22% today, 72% this month, and we more than 10x'd this year. There is a bit of a concern in the long-term chart though, right? Look at the first pump versus the current one. We are very close to the all-time highs. And that could be interpreted as a potential resistance, which it was at some point, in the middle of March of this year to be more precise. But is there long-term accumulation happening? Because there are two versions of the token, one on Ethereum with 80,000 holders and another version on the Binance Smart Chain with 400,000 holders. And the Floki Inu team is celebrating that 400,000 number quite a bit. 12 hours ago, Floki just crossed 417,400 holders on the BNB chain, and it's reposting how it's the biggest meme coin on the Binance Smart Chain. And what we've got over here is the number of holders over time on the Binance Smart Chain. So we got our initial airdrop, and then we did see long-term accumulation. Is this now positive? Unfortunately, when we dig a bit deeper, it's not. Because what very often happens with pretty much any token is that people swap the token, and sometimes when they swap it back, they might not key in the right decimals in the swapping interface, leaving themselves 0.000001 token left, which is pretty much worthless. They're not effectively a holder, but they're still counted as a holder. So what's more important is to put some thresholds here, right? Let's have a look at the number of wallets that hold at least $1,000 worth of the token, or $10,000 worth of the token, or $100,000 worth of the token. Let's have a look at this on Ethereum, but also on the Binance Smart Chain. So this is the charts on Ethereum. On the left side, we've got a minimum holding of $1,000, so 3 million tokens. In the middle chart, we've got $10,000, 30 million tokens. And on the right side, $100,000, so 300 million tokens. Those are the very, very long-term charts. And here are the same charts in the last month. But again, this is the Ethereum chain. This is not the Binance Smart Chain. Let's have a look at the Binance Smart Chain that's been celebrated that much. Here are the long-term charts. Again, the same kinds of thresholds. Here are the same charts for the last month. So really, there is no accumulation happening. This chart, which includes wallets with very small residuals, that one is rising, but that's rising for any cryptocurrency. Once you look at the number of wallets that have some kind of significant investment in this, this is not positive momentum. So there is nothing to celebrate here. Still, Floki Inu is outperforming recently. We see over here the Floki chart relative to Ethereum, and that is at an all-time high. Floki is now the 5th largest meme coin. It's got a market cap of 3 billion. It's in the same region as Dog with Hat. It's a 2x away from Pepe, a 5x away from Shiba Inu, and a 7x away from Dogecoin. So if Floki was to do a 7x, it would be the largest meme coin. That's, I believe, the absolute upper ceiling, at least relatively speaking, right? If the overall crypto market goes up by 2x, then of course Floki Inu could do more than a 7x. But relatively speaking to other meme coins, I believe 7x is the absolute top. Still, I believe that the current rally is not necessarily naturally driven. We do see how people tend to rather sell Floki. The number of investors is not growing. Thus, maybe there is some kind of manipulation involved here as well. Because check this out. Most trading volume of Floki Inu now happens on centralized exchanges. Binance is dominating the spot market, but it's also leading in the perpetual futures market. 80% of the market cap got traded on Binance. I'm personally a fan of tokens that also have a growing investor base. I don't want to rely on centralized exchanges or on the mega whales to buy in. And this is what I believe is currently happening with Floki. If the very large players are playing around with the price, shifting the token left and right, manipulate it up and down, then I don't want to necessarily play against those people. Those people have deep pockets because they had been successful in the past. I think it makes more sense to be involved in meme coins that are still relatively fresh, where it's still mainly retail that's trading, not necessarily the big guys. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. I try to be early on new meme coins regularly, and I do publish this here on this channel regularly. There's also a Telegram channel. Feel free to join. Looking very much forward to chatting with you over there. Cheers.